watching New Vision TV News. I am Rathi Naseje. Now, South Sudanese Armed Forces on Wednesday signed a preliminary power-sharing deal with a Sudanese minister saying it reinstates rebel leader Riek Machar as first vice president in a bid to end the civil war. Salva Kiir will continue as president of South Sudan and Riek Machar will be the first vice president according to the agreement. There will be 4 other vice presidents. We have details to this story. Wednesday saw the Armed Force from South Sudan reach a power-sharing agreement. Sudanese Foreign Minister Al-Daideri Ahmed said a ceremony held in Khartoum to sign the accord could end the civil war in the world's small country. The peace talks started since June between South Sudanese warring leaders, President Salva Kiir and Rebel Chief Riek Machar. The rival groups have already agreed on a permanent ceasefire and withdrawing of their forces from civilian areas. On July 7th, they agreed on a power-sharing deal, but its signing was delayed due to differences over the contents of the accord. Moving forward, Salva Kiir will continue as president of South Sudan and Riek Machar will be the first vice president. However, there will be 4 other vice presidents shared between other political groups. Once a final peace deal is signed, it will give the force 3 months to form a transitional government under the new front, which will then hold power for a further 36 months. The parliament will be comprised of 550 lawmakers, including 332 from Kiir's group and 128 from Machar's faction. Ahmed said an independent commission will also be formed to decide on the number of provinces in the country. Back to Uganda, the return of Twekobe, the official palace of the Kabaka at Lubiri in Mengo, Kampala, by the central government has been described by Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II as one of the toughest journeys that the kingdom has walked during his reign. The Kabaka said during talks between the government and Mengo in the early 1990s, a section of central government officials tried to sabotage the return of Twekobe to Uganda Kingdom. Mutebi, who was speaking at the handover of a fully furnished Twekobe on Tuesday, added that despite the resistance mounted by some people within the central government, kingdom officials stood their ground during the talks. The government under President Milton Obote took over the Lubiri following a political fallout with the then Kabaka Sir Edward Mutesa. Speaking at the ceremony on Tuesday, the Katikilo Charles Peter Maiga said the palace was torched and essential cultural materials were stolen. The palace, Maiga added, was subsequently turned into an army barracks until December 1997, when President Yoweri Museveni handed over the title of the Lubiri to the Kabaka. Moving on, the Tor District Security Committee has suspended taxi drivers from managing the affairs of Malaba Tax Park following endless wrangles between members of 2 rival associations. The committee chairperson, Martin Orochi, ordered for the operation suspension of Matoda and Maugano Drivers Association from Malaba Tax Park. The directive came after the top leadership of the 2 parallel associations failed to come to a mutual understanding on how best they could share management of the utilities in the park during a security meeting on Monday. Orochi instructed council authorities to agree with the drivers on the amount they should pay towards maintenance of the park as they wait for the lasting solution. Barikia Emoyit, the chairperson of Maugano Drivers Association, and James Ikureng, the chairperson of Matoda, disagreed before the committee and council officials, which led by the town clerk Irene Okuna. Ikureng said the drivers would only return to the taxi park if his members were incorporated into the decision-making body of the park. In other news, in a bid to support the girl-child education in Uganda, the Japanese government has constructed a 343 million shillings worth girls' dormitory at Kahinju Secondary School in Kabalore district. The dormitory, which has been equipped with beds, furniture, mattresses, and also connected with solar power, will accommodate at least 200 girls. Kahinju, which is a universal secondary education school, has a population of 1,250 students, where 552 are girls. Majority of these girls walk long distances and normally face harassment along the way, which has led to poor maintenance and dropout, according to Shima Nayuke, the coordinator for economic cooperation at the Japanese embassy. During the press tour at the school on Wednesday, Nayuki noted that the government and Japan constructed a dormitory in order to reduce the risks of dangerous commuting and provide better learning and living environment for the girl child. In our sports news, Uganda has more chances of performing better at the Football World Cup that tipped off yesterday at the Cheongdo World Ball course in Chiang Mai, Thailand, says lead player Lilian Zawede. The top local female player, who doubles as the world's third-ranked, made the claim in comparison to her recent performance at the same venue where she won bronze at the 2016 Thailand International Open. Team Uganda has been pitted against slightly weaker opponents from Mongolia, Japan and Iran, and to anyone else it would be stepping stone to victory. But Zawede has instead called it a challenge. You're still watching New Vision TV, and in our Daily Pearl of Africa series, we take a journey to Ngamba Island, the home of Uganda's chimpanzees. Now, Ngamba Island is located 32 kilometers southeast of Entebbe in Lake Victoria and is home to over 40 orphaned and rescued chimpanzees. Journey with us there as we take a look at Uganda's creatures. Located 23 kilometers southeast of Entebbe in Lake Victoria is Ngamba Island. It is home to over 40 orphaned or rescued chimpanzees. Ngamba Island is reached by a boat ride. Ngamba Island is a project of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary and Wildlife Conservation Trust, established in 1997. Once you step a foot on the island, the guides take you around the place, explaining the history of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary.
Chimpanzees have different behaviors like humans. Some of them are aggressive, some of them are friendly. And we have a chimpanzee known as Eddie. Eddie is one of the bigger females. The bigger males. I was once a leader, but he has remained with that confidence in the community, and at some point he likes throwing stones.
Visitors witness the chimps being fed closer and how they stay. One gets the feeling of the wild, a close interaction with the chimpanzees that are separated from humans by a large electrified fence in case they turn violent. Visitors can also take part in taking care of these chimpanzees. The island is a sort of a paradise in Lake Victoria for not only the chimpanzees but even the visitors. Not enough words to describe the awesome experience and the awesome time visitors spend on the island. Now, for more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch my news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Ruthie Naseje.